Hello, friends of Busy New Hosting. Today we are in a really exciting meeting with Jan and Kevin from Australia. So that's a wonderful, the other side of the world where I am near Berlin area. Hi, Jan. Hi, Kevin.
Hey Gustavo, how's it going?
Yeah, it's kind of evening, late in the evening in Australia, right?
Yes, it's 7 p.m. over here.
So
And it's morning over there in
yeah.
Berlin.
Today is Friday, so that means you don't have any other better plans than talk about the curators on the Friday evening.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I've been spending my weekends in.
that's great. Yeah, Australia is fascinated from us in Europe. Great landscapes, wonderful weather, endless territories. I'm sure it should be a wonderful experience to visit you guys soon, but it's a bit far at the moment. But thanks to the internet and new technologies, we are close somehow. And now we came into this meeting because after some hard work of months and working together along with you guys, and of course you put much more work than me. I put just the initial steps and rocks to this building, but you create this wonderful product, which is a marketplace with the help of Softr and Airtable, and yeah, and also Stripe for the payments platform solution. um, but to be honest, when I saw the results of the work, I just came. These guys, they are a great team. They are doing a great work. I must to ask for a video meeting, yeah, to record something because I think it's a great showcase, a business case. Some other entrepreneurs using those low code tools, sometimes they fail to launch or they don't have the proper team to work together. But I think you have a great combination. You have to think forward to build up a great team, dedicated some time thinking forward how to build up a nice solution, and now you have converted your first customers this week. So congratulations. But first of all, let's go to the starting point. Yeah. So you met some friends and came up with this idea. How all it started, and then please you can show us what's the curator business idea behind. But how all it started, when it happened, what is the background position of each of the members?
Yeah, okay. So initially we had the idea of doing an agency business model. So basically, like with the popularity of short form content at the moment, we're thinking of doing a short form content agency. So basically creating content for different brands, and like charging like a retainer, monthly retainer for the service. But instead of that, we thought, why not use software to scale the business idea so that we can reach more people? And then that's when we pivoted to the marketplace model. So we thought we could connect more creators with brands directly through a marketplace. And then instead of charging a monthly fee, we can charge a commission on the transaction. Yeah, so I this was together with two of my partners, Gem and Tish, who they're both content creators themselves. Tish's background is more in terms of like content creation. She does a lot of brand collaborations herself. Gem, she has a recruitment background. So in terms of working with different businesses and working with staff, employing staff, she's like the expert at that. And then my background is I run a bubble tea business. So I have a bit of background in business and then like all the online tools to start a business in this new era. So us coming together, um, like I think we're a pretty solid team, all-rounded team to build a platform like this. And then Kevin, is also our technical partner, and he helped us out a lot with the back end of the actual build on the website.
Kevin, what did you see in this team to commit with them? I mean, as any other partner, you must to not only check on the numbers but also the potential, yeah, of the team. What did you see? Did you met before? You were friends before, or how is that you landed into the project?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think I first met Yan when we went on a trip to China together, as we were part of the same Chinese school.
Okay.
And throughout all the years I've known Yan, he's just a very hardworking, like trustworthy guy. I know he makes good decisions. Um, so I was really excited when he actually asked me if I want to help him out on this project. And also knowing the other co-founders, I think it's important that when you start a business in some area, you have that domain knowledge and so the networks that you can leverage. So I think they had both the insight into this problem space and also the ability to execute on it. So I was really keen to jump on board. Yeah.
So just to summarize, what was the starting point? So you had somehow already the existing business, which is a network of customers, paid customers, paying for content generation. You have
we didn't actually start that yet. So we were thinking about doing that, but we hadn't actually started it.
Okay.
So instead of doing the agency, we wanted to do the marketplace instead.
Yeah, right. But to accelerate and scale. But you had before already the fundamentals. You have the team, you have the business, you have the network, you have the friendship, which is important for team building, and the skills. Yeah. So you had, I mean, you had done the work, the homework very well. Yeah, because some business ideas, they are missing maybe the team building or the network or whatever. They have maybe just a PowerPoint, but you have much more than a PowerPoint. You have many items, which is important to succeed. Let's maybe agree to make a video 1 year later from this day on to check what was the development of the business. But please, could you explain what's the Curator business idea and trying to present those? It's only 5 pages, yeah, but that was the core business idea, right?
Yeah. So yeah, pretty short and sweet. I'll do the presentation. So yeah, the core business idea is, as I mentioned before, the content creation for brands, and UGC basically stands for user generated content, which basically includes like product reviews, unboxings, service reviews, or like restaurant business reviews created by creators. So it's more authentic in terms of marketing. If you haven't heard of UGC before, it's the new trend of running Facebook and Instagram ads as well as TikTok ads, for example. A lot of brands are blowing up from user-generated content exposure. So yeah, we decided to create the marketplace for it. And then, yeah, the marketplace basically connects brands and creators on the website. And yeah, this is the creator profile page on our website where you can kind of see a bit of an outline of like basically past work, what category of business they want to work with, where they're located, their age, their media kit, as well as links to their socials. This was all done on Softr. And then I'm not sure if we've mentioned it yet, but the database is all on Airtable as well, with the Softr connecting to Airtable to showcase all this data. And then we also have service listings, and this is how brands can book the creators and transact on our website. So you'll be able to browse services, And then, yeah, you can, the pricing is here. And then there's also a button where you can transact and book creators in for, basically there's a button that connects to a Stripe payment where you can pay for the transaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we go into the specifics of the technical implementation,
Yep.
I wonder if you have looked into the figures of the content creators economy. This is more than $100 billion every year estimated. This is a random stats I found out in Google. Maybe it's not very accurate, but somehow we are talking about huge numbers. It's a huge growing industry. It says that there is more than 200 million of active content creators. I mean, professional people earning money of creating content. That is your market. Okay.
Yep.
Have you think forward these numbers when you create the business? Have you maybe elaborate some business projections for the curator?
We haven't done specific projections, but we definitely looked into the numbers. Like you said, the industry size is insane and it's growing like rapidly. Like, yeah, the industry's growing very quickly. So that's kind of why we decided on it.
Yeah. So even though you gain a little market share of that industry, so it will be a lot of money. Yeah. So
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
That's definitely
please
part
go
of the
forward.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please continue.
So yeah, the UGC. I'll talk quickly about the trend of UGC as well. Like traditional media, like TV ads and stuff like that, they're basically a thing of the past, and marketing's trending towards all these social media platforms on TikTok, Meta, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, you name it, YouTube. That's kind of how every brand is like doing ads these days. So this is, growing industry, and it's pretty, this style of content is pretty effective for ads as well.
May I do some questions regarding this page you are sharing? This is the view that a user in the platform see as a business, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and this view is open only for, or I should be registered to see this view, or can I see it without registering?
So you'll be able to see the services without registering.
Without registering, and when I got registered, it show up something else, which is maybe I remember well the chat feature. So I can connect with this content creator, which is Tishya Del Rosario. Yeah. So lucky Phoebe, it is a real content generator because we are promoting her right now. But if I become a business register, then it will come up a button to chat with Phoebe to say, hello, Phoebe. I wonder what are your rates, or what is your audience, or how do you approach content creation? Yeah, or maybe if it's something that fits, maybe I want to promote shoes, and Phoebe only promotes pizzas, and so yeah, if there is a good match, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can start a conversation. You helped us with that functionality on Softr, so that's appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, and okay, so let's talk about these capabilities of Softr, and Airtable. At what point you have decided that Softr and Airtable will be a great technical stack for your product? Who told you that this will be a good solution? Have you considered other options? Maybe Kevin also had made some suggestions. I don't know, in terms of payments or whatever. So how was this decision process?
Yeah, so I spoke to my friend Edward. Shout out to Edward, who's also a mutual friend of Kevin's, which is quite a coincidence. But he was the one who suggested to use Softr and Airtable because, yeah, he's been in the tech space for a while. He's got some experience, and he mentioned that Softr and Airtable is one of the best combinations to create an MVP at the moment. And then with Stripe payments, I think that was you actually, Gustavo, who initially suggested for us to use Stripe. After I started working with you on Softr Airtable, you said you've got experience with Stripe as well. So we ended up going with Stripe. So Softr, Airtable, and Stripe.
Good. So it was a referral, let's say, the sales channel, that referred to you to use these tools. Okay, for someone that is haven't done this road yet, it looks beautiful design. It looks simple, but let's remind anyone watching this video, the image, the platform that you see in the screen is all custom. I mean, all you see there is fully custom. There is no there is nothing pre-made. It's not like, just to give a comparison, maybe people in the e-commerce business, you have PrestaShop, which is okay, customizable color and branding, but all technical capabilities are standard. You cannot change it, let's say. But here, the power of Softr Airtable is that you can create buttons here, you can create new features there, and I guess after working a little bit, you see the potential. Maybe you are looking forward future development, but this is something out of the discussion right now. But what was the first impression you had? So when you register, become user, and so, oh my God, this looks really that fits my needs, that really, but this has become a Softr is a niche product for people looking into create marketplaces, and marketplaces is a trend in the economy. A lot of people is looking into create marketplaces. Have you had this feeling too when you started to work with Softr Airtable? Say, oh my God, this is like my dream tools, because it's perfect for my needs, for my business idea.
Yeah, I definitely had a bit of that. I was doing my own research into marketplace tools, so I had a look at a couple of other ones, but nothing is as customizable as Softr. The other ones have like marketplace templates where you can create products and like different listings, but then you're not able to customize like the structure of the website or the different components and data points on the website. So the combination of Softr and Airtable, I think out of the no-code tools, it seems like the most flexible by far for marketplaces. And yeah, anyone who's building a marketplace, I would recommend to use Softr and Airtable.
We see in the bottom of this page, or the bottom of the beach one, where is these creators services, and you have the first one is 60 sec video, 30 sec video, and one per something story for 15 sec story. I guess you create those products based on your previous experience. Okay, so then you categorize. But just to understand the potential of the deployment, if one day it changes and you decided, okay, this is not anymore useful, we need to create a new one. How easy is how quick you can do it with Airtable?
A new marketplace on. on Softr, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Software and Airtable, yeah.
yeah, you can redo it like super quickly.
Yeah.
It's very, very flexible. Gustavo, did you want me to share the Softr like backend? I can
Yeah,
pull that up.
yes, feel free to do it, yeah, please.
Yep.
And then you can explain also with a bigger screen what are those features that maybe users, businesses can access.
Yeah,
So this is the backend in software, right?
yeah, exactly. This is the Softr backend. And then we have different views of the header, for example, for businesses that are logged in, creators that are logged in, as well as the homepage of the website.
Yeah, so three
Mm,
different headers for three
Yep,
different user profiles.
yep.
Good.
And yeah, so we have a bunch of different pages that have the different functionalities. These are all done manually, but they do have like template blocks for you to edit. For example, a block like this, or this is a better
Can you
example.
can you stop a little bit on
Yep.
that block, yeah, and click on Find Creators block, the previous block, because
Yep.
there is a there is a background image, and I know that Kevin was involved into designing, or it wasn't.
Yeah. Kevin and his designer friend worked together with
Yeah.
us.
But by the way, the designing is beautiful. Yeah.
Mm.
The work you did, Kevin. But how flexible, or how was your experience working with the designing in software? Because okay, the stack structure is important, the pages, the databases, and so on. But what about designing, Kevin? What was your how was your experience? It was the first time, right? You worked in software.
Yeah, first time working in software. Yeah, the designing, it was good, I'd say, for like a no-code editing software. You can change the colors, the button sizing, the font, the text size, the padding, the margins, all the important stuff. I think I mean, if you compare it to just coding something straight out, obviously it doesn't compare, but with coding it straight out, you need to know how to code, and it's more work.
How is that tool? Could you repeat?
So if you compare it to just coding the website from scratch.
Oh, okay. Fully coding. Yeah, indeed, the coding topic is a topic indeed, because you can code in software, but software pitch itself as a non-code or low-code solution. But actually, you can code at least the CSS and also some features. Yeah, like, and some people become crazy at this, because when they see it and they have a design idea or layout idea in mind, they want quickly thinking forward coding. Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, that can be done in software, but why to do it if it's something that you can do it native on the menu options available in software? Yeah. So what's the sense of that? And actually, there's a big discussion on it on the software community, because anytime if you put some coding on the blocks, that is something you can do it perfectly. But every time it is an upgrade by software, it might be lost, those codings you put into. Yeah. So, and sometimes it's unnecessary. So some people is, oh, okay, so I want to put another color here, but that can be done in the menu in software, in the customization menu. But maybe you found out like the willing to create maybe two columns, yeah, and two columns is our next release in software. It would be good if it's, but doing right now coding, it might be risky, because for a new upgrade it could be broken, yeah. So what are the boundaries of coding, no coding? How did you feel? I don't know which other tools did you use in the past for designing websites. What do you think about this coding topic when you create MVP like the Curators?
Yeah, I think often with the coding, we had to develop some custom blocks or embeds to fill in the gaps where Softr sort of couldn't offer that flexibility. So for example, on the creator pages, we needed something to show the creators their social handles, right? Like this, for example. And here we needed it to be clickable. And this is a very custom component. So I coded this up custom using React, Next.js, had it hosted elsewhere. And then we can include it within this profile by using an embed. And I configure this embed in Airtable. So we can do things like that to sort of fill in the gaps where Softr doesn't have that functionality. The other thing you can do, which you mentioned, I think, is to add custom CSS to pages. We had to do this to sort of make one of the iframes on the page work, one of the code components work properly. And I did notice that you would have the issue where it would break if Softr upgrades it, because the CSS classes are done via version. There are versions on them. It's at the bottom, Jan. But yeah.
But it's always good to have a backup, and if it goes away, you just copy paste. Yeah, if it's not too much, but
yeah, it's fine. I mean, you got to update the version, but
yeah, but I don't think it will be
that's
impact into this fonts customization. Any upgrade will not impact on that. It will be more on the structure of the pages. But yeah,
it's also the blocks if they upgrade the blocks.
Yeah, that sounds good. And what about the time, the learning curve, and time to go the GTM time, the go to market time? I think all happened in the time frame of 6 weeks, maybe, or yeah, because somehow I was lost in the middle. Yeah, so I participate in the beginning, then you develop, but I think it was between 4 and 6 weeks, right?
Yeah, it might have been a bit longer, like 6 to 7 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, maybe some fixing at the end, but yeah. So until having the 80 or 90% of the app develop. And this is incredible because I don't know how long, Kevin, or when was the first time you developed a website, Kevin? But you remember the old times. Everything was slower, more coding, more complicated. When was the first time you developed a website, and how was it to compare now with Softr and Airtable?
First time I developed the website, probably 4 or 5 years ago. I think each tool has its own purpose. Softr is good for websites where it's a lot of maybe CRUD operations, which is like create, read, update, and delete, where you just want to be listing out sort of certain objects, like maybe a creator profile, have them on a page, filter for it, search. I think it fills that need. And for those kinds of situations, it can be faster. I think we took 4 to 6 weeks, but I think when we really knuckled down for it, and worked maybe all day on it every day, probably took us around 2 or 3 weeks. So that is faster than if I tried to code this up with custom code. And it's cheaper as well. Yeah. But I think eventually we probably do want to move from this to a custom solution, just because we want that customizability, which coding brings.
Understood. Yeah. Yeah, please move forward, Jan. Yeah, if you want to maybe share your learning process as an entrepreneur. Yeah, so this is something also important to keep in mind when you build
Yeah.
out a team. So you have developers, you have the entrepreneurial mindset, but as an entrepreneur, did you expect that it will be more complicated, and then, oh yeah, so it's much easier than I thought, or the opposite? Maybe you thought it looks easy at the beginning, but it becomes a bit more complicated. What was your learning process?
Yeah, I think it was the latter. It kind of looks easy. I mean, it kind of looks like the basic web development tool like Squarespace and and stuff like that now, when you first look at it. But once we started working on the details and trying to build it into a marketplace, that's when we had to create the database on Airtable, and that was more complicated than I thought it would be. And then all the Stripe integrations and the email automations as well that we had to create for new users. Those things added complexity to the project, that we kind of just had to work through one step at a time.
Yeah, indeed. In this page, okay, so there is the social embed made by Kevin, which is avoiding the need of coding on the website, which is great, and also to automate, because you can list on a database in Airtable, so it can go the same format, the same presentation to all users. But in the bottom, there is a start conversation. It was a critical feature, yeah. Can you explain a little bit of maybe how was the production phase of, and what is that form? Because I know that is a form behind, but it looks like a button. And sometimes when entrepreneurs or first-time users of software, they struggle a little bit to understand the potential of a form. Actually, this is something that software have done pretty well to exploit the potential of a form, because a form is not more than just empty fields where a user can fill up. Yeah, but software with software, an Airtable can be converted into a chat. Yeah. So it was difficult to understand that from the beginning, and how is that working on the background? Yeah.
Yeah, so once you do click on the start a conversation button, like Gustavo said, it submits a form, and then it starts a conversation between a business and a creator. So we have like an inbox page that displays the conversations. Once that loads up. Yeah, so this is supposed to showcase a list of conversations between creators and businesses. And then you'll also have the conversation details page where you can see the actual chat logs.
Yeah, so those two pages are showing the record of the conversations between the users. And this in particular is showing up the recordings of the history of a chat between user A and B, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And how is important for your business performance this? How do you use it to monitor or to assess the performance of your progress of the app?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up a preview, but it's, yeah, I'll just show this. But yeah, it's super important for businesses to be able to chat with creators, to discuss all the details.
Yeah, maybe a preview would be useful. Yeah, just to.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so random ideas, yeah, that came to my mind as a business owner. Yeah, because one thing is a customer or a user of the app. Okay, so as a user, you might want to have the freedom to chat with other users without filters, just right on time, and that's great. That is perfectly done. But from a business owner, maybe you want to accelerate the conversion. And maybe you want to see, okay, it's great to have this chat feature, peer-to-peer, but maybe you want to work in somehow way to convert those and make those transactions in less time as possible. So you have in the database in Airtable, you have a record of when was initiated. Yeah, I remember that column. Yeah, we have created together, and that's brilliant. Thanks. I didn't want to ask that. Yeah, but thanks for sharing. I'm sure a lot of viewers of the video will appreciate it. Yeah. So in that column, yeah. So there are the dates, yeah, of the messages and the conversations. How are you using this as a business owner?
You mean Airtable as a whole, or?
Yeah, exactly.
This?
So,
Yeah.
what kind of use you are doing of this information? Maybe you want to make a cold call to the business. Hey, you have initiate a conversation with an influencer 2 weeks ago. Maybe you have any questions, or you are not doing this more personal approachment, or yeah.
Not yet. We're in contact with some businesses separately that we message them on other platforms where we try to help them go through the process of booking a creator, because we're still at the early stages of the website. We kind of have to educate users how to use everything. So I've been, for example, holding the hands of businesses that are trying to book the creators on our website. So yeah, step by step, I tell them how to do things. I think at the start of any business, you kind of have to educate, and before you educate, you've got to take your users through the whole user experience, so you can find gaps in the processes and how you can improve each of the processes along the way. I think that's super important in terms of working with the customer.
Understood. And that ideal customer might be an agency hiring a lot of influencers, right? Like one customer hiring a lot of influencers. That might be the ideal customer.
Yeah, exactly. That's the ideal customer for sure. So we do want to work. We're talking to quite a few agencies based in Melbourne, Australia, who already book influencers and content creators for different brand advertisements. So we spoke to agencies and specific brands, and we're trying to help them book the creators through our website to funnel more traffic through our website at the moment.
That's good. And yeah, that discussion comes into any time that someone is using a new tool.
Yeah.
And they have the option to call up someone, like how to make that customer to use properly and frequently the tool, and not calling you to make the work for you. Because the agency, I just put some scenarios that maybe came from my past experiences in other different business situations. Customers offered a great platform, great solution, but maybe a bit lazy. And maybe they just, okay, I don't want to do that job. I will call up Jan or the Curators team, and with one call, they will do the job for me. And they will hire the people, they will send me the information, because that is from analogic to digital, and that is from non-educated to create the habit of using the platform. Yeah. Are you struggling with this? How do you make this transition? Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the next stage of the business development. Since the website's operational and we did get our first transaction, we figured that this is one of the main issues that we're going to have to tackle next. One of the ideas, well, one of the ways to try and do this as well as possible is to educate through as many platforms as possible. For example, our Instagram page has a lot of posts. It's our main messaging tool to reach audiences. So we have a lot of posts and tutorials on how to use the website. We're slowly rolling that out and trying to teach our followers exactly how to use everything. And then we have like a how it works page on the website as well. It's just on the footer. I'll show that to you guys.
Yeah, please do it. I am curious about it. So this is the home site, right? Where all this started. I love it. Design is beautiful. You did a tremendous job, guys. Beautiful.
Yeah, shout out to Kevin and Nguyen.
Yeah.
Did an awesome job, on the homepage here. We have a little tutorial. This is a very basic tutorial. That's more for sales than it is to actually teach how to use the website.
So let's please let me interrupt you. So then I am a potential new customer and agency. I was reached by someone of your team and say, hey, we have this great platform. Please join us or take a look into, and then we can discuss further later. So then I landed into this homepage. Yeah. Then if you are lucky, that agency will be registering. Yeah. Then what happened next?
Yeah, so they can register through here. They just fill out a form. It's a Typeform form, and then
okay, that's a Typeform integration. Yeah, it's just a button. Yeah,
and then they'll be able to browse the different creators on our platform.
Can you just click out in the I'm business form in Typeform, just to see how do you work with data?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so then you can start it. And what are the questions you ask beyond full name, address? Nothing particularly more than that. What is your business? Okay.
Contact email.
Wonderful. Yeah. Email is fundamental. Yeah.
Industry.
Okay. Then it comes interesting thing. Yeah. So then started the segmentation.
Yeah.
Because I guess, let me please correct me if I am wrong. These categories are the same categories as influencers.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
to do the match.
And
this data goes to Airtable.
Yep. Goes directly across the Airtable, and we use the exact same column to show that. I can show you the data on the back end as well.
Yeah.
So if I go to businesses here, you'll be able to see the content that they're looking for.
If you click on the plus icon, it will show all the categories. No, in the column. Yeah.
Wait, sorry.
Here.
Wait, no. That's the okay. This industry.
I'm sorry. It's another one. Yeah. Sorry. I was confused. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. So it was difficult to connect Typeform to Airtable.
No, Typeform is actually pretty easy to use integrations with. So Typeform has a built-in integration to Airtable. So all you have to do is connect the columns with the questions.
But you needed to pay to go through a paid plan, right?
It's a Typeform subscription, which is pretty expensive.
I know, because I am also a user of Typeform with a business plan. And it costs its money, but it pays off, right?
It's easy to use, very easy to use.
Yeah, and they offer a really great design and user experience, which is important to create engagement, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. And how it works with these categories? So why are so important? Just to businesses segmentation, or it has another kind of impact on your business?
Yes. So if you've seen the actual websites where you browse the creators,
Yeah.
it has
Okay.
categories. Yeah, so it's got categories on each of the cards, as well as industry filters when you're browsing.
Yeah.
So, for example, if I am a gym and I want to do ads for my gym, I can click on fitness, and then I'll be able to see who is a fitness creator, and then I
Yeah.
can reach
Can
out.
you stop there for a sec? Yeah. There is Jessica picture, and the others are missing a picture.
Yeah.
Is that difficult to ask people to fill up all of the forms? Because to have full data, you need people cooperate sharing the data. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because you can put it in Typeform as mandatory fields or optional fields. And I guess picture is not mandatory, because otherwise it will be there, right?
Yep. Pictures not on Typeform. We have an edit profile page through Softr.
Is a form is not a Typeform, is a Softr form.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the one for creators.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's very interesting. Why did you decided to do it differently?
Mainly to decrease the friction of signing up. So yeah, that's just one less step and one less question for a creator to create the account. I'm not saying it's the right decision, but yeah, we thought it'd be a bit better to have less form fields and less friction for the sign up process.
For the businesses?
For creators. So
for creators, you decided to go through the Softr form because it was easier.
Because then they can customize more things on their profile.
Okay.
Oh, it's easier to explain if I show you the actual profile.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have the photos, and we have this bio, as well as their socials. These things can be customized manually through a form on Softr. So instead of using the data from Typeform, which we imported just to fill out their account first, they can do more edits to their profile after they've logged in.
Okay, for
just
editing
to make
purposes.
it a bit more customizable.
Yeah, that makes sense. But okay, so maybe it's a tricky question. I don't want to be too picky on this, but just as any other potential investor, partner, or team member, why? Still why? So those questions in Typeform for businesses can be also available in Softr forms.
Questions on Typeform are also available in Softr forms.
Yeah, I mean, the same form can be created in Softr forms.
Yep.
Hey, bye. Goodbye, Kevin. Thanks for joining.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I have to jump off.
Yeah, you want to maybe share some last words just to say goodbye?
Yeah, I mean, it was really fun to work on this project. I hadn't used no code before, coming from like a software engineering background, but I definitely see the value it brings in terms of the speed and sort of efficiency of what you're able to create in the amount of time and resources that you have. Yeah, it was really fun working with Jan and the rest of the team on this as well. And a big thanks to Gustavo for the help that you have given us for Airtable and Softr throughout. Yeah, it's
okay.
Been
Goodbye,
pretty great.
Kevin. Thank you.
All right, catch you guys.
Thanks, Kev.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, form topic.
Yep. So you're asking why
Yeah, right,
there's
right.
overlaps.
Hmm.
Well, because the specifics of that process was created throughout our journey of building the website. So we started sending out the Typeform before we released the website, and the Typeform we wanted to make as short as possible, so there'll be more like signups for the waitlist. So we had 100 and something like waitlist signups before we launched the website
Oh, I
through the
see.
Typeform. Yeah. So
to have an independently lead generation, from businesses, independently link or to make it faster.
Yes. So then we'll be ready when the website is up and running. That was the idea.
Understood. Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Yeah, that
we can
makes
just
sense.
send out bulk emails.
Just to put some figures, how many businesses have registered through this process? I mean, given this workflow you have created, and how many businesses?
So far, it's about 13 or 14 businesses that have registered.
Yeah, it sounds like not a big number, but just let's remember, so every business is an agency that can hire different influencers. So with one customer, you can scale.
Yeah, well, we have brands who've created accounts independently as well.
There's also brands.
Yeah, there's also brands.
Wow. So no middleman for them.
Yeah, no middleman.
I guess that would be a great value for the influencers registering the platform. I mean, if I become supposed to be influencer, I expected that value, right? So not an agency. Agency would be good if they drop me a lot of assignments.
Yeah.
But end customer might be higher bills. Yeah.
Yeah. So agencies usually charge the brands a lot in terms of management fees, and then in terms of booking the creator only gets a very small cut of the actual fee that the agency is charging. So this kind of cuts out that middleman, like you said, Gustavo, and then it decreases the cuts in between that's been taken away from the creator. So like you said, it generates some more value for creators to get paid properly.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. I definitely thinking forward. How does it feel to become a freelancer, registering the platform, having the influencer experience and the business? Have those brands already chat or went through dealings with the influencers through the platform?
Yeah, so we've had our first booking by a brand. It's an e-commerce brand that does car air freshness, and they've booked a creator through our website. This client, he's a friend of mine actually, but I spoke to him to help him manually get everything done, because I wanted to run through like the process of like the whole process of how our website works to make sure everything works smoothly. Because this way I can see if there's any issues that come up, and then we can try and fix it, make it as smooth as possible.
Right.
And
that's very important to have friends, to test the app. I mean, friends that can be real customers.
100%.
Good.
I
Great.
think as well, in terms of entrepreneurship, your networks are super important. So
absolutely.
Like your clients and the people you speak with like online through whether it's Softr and all these projects that you work on, I'm sure like
Absolutely. It's very important to go through a testing phase before launching or a big launch with unknown customers that can hit your reputation if something goes wrong. I mean, the beta phase, and so let's think that you are still in this beta phase, or is already open for anyone.
Yeah, we're still technically in the beta launch phase.
Okay.
We want to make sure everything's like properly, like as smooth as possible before we scale it too far. Just in case there's some issues that we encounter when we do scale. Yeah.
Of course, and that is too early. I remember it was just a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
So it's still early. What about notifications? So okay, now you have shown how does it looks, the homepage, the landing page, the register page, different pages. But how does it look, the notifications? How do you handle? Because there is also a lot of tools and options that can be sorted out with Softr Airtable or even Typeform. So how did you made it simple, efficient? What was the workflow with the notifications?
Yeah, I'll show you. It's through Airtable, like you mentioned. So Airtable has automations, and we use email notifications. So yeah, Airtable automations are pretty good.
They are.
This is a nice example where the business onboarding form that we clicked on before, when that form is filled out, a thank you email is sent to the creator, the business that signs up, and then basically says thank you for joining, and then tells them the next steps, how to log in, and then I'll show you a preview. Yeah, so this is the email that gets sent out. Thanks for signing up. Log in, set up profile, and browse. And then, if you have any questions, send us an email.
Just keep it simple and efficient to make it easier for everyone to do it. And that's the only notification that they got it. I mean, in all the process, is only one notification.
So after they fill out the form, they get this. There's a few more notifications when the bookings are done as well.
Oh, of course, when payments are done, right? Yeah, that's
exactly.
necessary. That's important. Yeah, right. Yeah.
When task has been accepted, when task is completed, and then when you get messages, you get an email notification as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
That takes us to the next topic, and maybe the last one, because otherwise it would be too long. I mean, I think it was a very, very long meeting, and we went through different topics. But the payments is something that we cannot just avoid it because payment is critical to make it to process efficiently. And I got the perception that when Stripe works in this sort of customizations, becomes a bit complicated. Even though Stripe is great, I am a big fan. I started to using Stripe, I think 6 years now, and they are doing a great product and a great team. I mean, Stripe, I don't have any bad words for Stripe. Maybe PayPal is something I don't like it. PayPal is very limited, but Stripe is great. But when you go to customizations, it becomes more coding, more tricky. How was this journey for you as an entrepreneur?
Yeah, the Stripe part, I think it's better to chat to Kevin about that.
He did it. I remember. Sorry for asking.
No.
Okay, given the circumstances, you were not engaged into the technical deployment or technical implementation, but as an entrepreneur, you suddenly, my team is saying the Stripe is great, but it's taking too long. It's becoming more complicated, and there's no way to go back.
Yeah. I mean, the Stripe. I can show you one more thing, because we used something else to automate the Stripe links
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
We used make.com.
Yes.
It's called Make. Yeah, Make. So Make, you can create automations as well. And basically what we did using Make is we created an automation to create Stripe onboarding links for the creators. Because like you said, it gets complicated when you have to set up Stripe accounts for every new customer. And then Stripe, they have expiring links for onboarding onto Stripe. So that's what makes it complicated. You have to resend the links to creators. So we created an automation on make.com where the Stripe link is automatically generated and put into Airtable as the database. And then we show that link as a button on Softr, which then shows on the front end.
Yeah, on the product.
Yeah, exactly.
And that link will not expire.
So these links, I probably shouldn't have shown it if it didn't expire. But they expire after like 3 minutes or something. I don't know. So you have to generate a new link every time.
But makes automate the process, and users, they only need to click on the button on your landing page.
Users, they click on the button, and then the button automatically generates a Stripe onboarding link.
Can you show us the bottom on the Curators?
Yes. Let's see. So this is the preview mode, and that's the button. So it's on the home page once you've logged in as a creator, and then you have this set up payments button that you have to click on and fill out before you're able to accept payments.
Can you show us when what happened when set up, then we will generate a setup link to send. Okay, so then I got an email. Right, as a user. And then I should to fill up my my bank details, name, email, and so on, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it works.
And that is only for influencers, but also for businesses.
For businesses, they can just make the payment.
Okay, so is the same link, same button for both?
No, businesses only have to fill out their card details to make the payment.
Okay,
so they don't have to.
Yeah. But I guess. But I mean, it's the same layout. It's the same look and feel button.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
From a business.
Just to the people that is not familiar with, that is the administrator dashboard, and Jan can pick up any user to test how it looks for that given user. Yep.
So this is business accounts, and you can click into the services. And then
we are viewing a product of Phoebe, and request now take me to a payment page, right?
Yeah, it's a Stripe checkout.
Yeah. What happened when you click on request now?
Yeah, I just clicked it. So this is the new tab. It takes you
Okay, that's
to,
wonderful. I
yeah,
know that
to,
page is a Stripe page, right?
yes, exactly.
Yeah. So, you as a business, just with one click, you will do the payment, fill in
Yep.
card details, and pay. One click. So easy as that, right? For businesses. Yeah, this is the value you are offering to agencies, to brands, and so on. So let's
Yep.
say that it's much more complicated to go through the process of learning the platform, and which is easy anyway. Picking the right influencer and do the decision process than going through. But some companies, especially the large companies, they might have particular needs like invoicing or contracts. That happened yet? Or I guess not, right? But it will. Have you considered that in the future?
Yeah, those are definitely things that we have to take into account.
Yeah.
The invoicing, for now, we would have the creators do themselves, but we definitely have to think about the specifics of that going into the space.
Yeah, because I am a frequent user, of Upwork. Yeah, and Upwork might be a reference for this, or Airbnb too, maybe. Yeah, those already established platforms or marketplaces, and they offer this sort of guarantees, like a contract or terms of condition. How does it work for you? Do you release the payment to the influencer right away, or you wait until the business approves the work before releasing the payments?
Yeah, exactly. You've led me on to the process of the payments. So after the business does fill out these details, the card details, we hold on to the payment until the business approves that they've received the content on the website.
Okay.
And then once they click that, then we release the funds to the creator.
Yeah, brilliant. You have thought in every detail. And where is this approval process handled? Is on Stripe?
So it's on the back end. If you go to your tasks as a business, here. So this is his current booking with Mia, who's creating a video for his brand. And then all he has to do is mark as completed once the videos are received. And then the payment will get released, and then the job will pop up here.
Okay, wonderful. Well done. Yeah, you have thought in everything.
Yeah,
okay, so what's the promise for investors or for businesses? What's the goal for scaling, or what's the milestones you have put on the presentation and commit with that goals? Yeah, I guess is that on the presentation? I don't know, because we haven't the chance to finish that presentation.
Yeah, the one I showed you was a pretty basic one. It basically just showed like how the website works. But in terms of the actual, we haven't created a specific timeline of how we want to scale this, because we want to focus on the next step at the moment, which is just throughout the beta process to make sure that everything's working smoothly. The pitch to investors, I think, in terms of the value that we provide in reducing the middleman between creator transactions and just simplifying everything, it's going to create a lot of efficiency in the marketing space in terms of booking creators. But yeah, investors obviously love to see a bit of information about monetization. We haven't had any projections or anything like that yet. We want to make sure everything's working well and go one step at a time first.
Yeah, of course, of course,
Yeah.
of course, of course. To have a little bunch of users to test and do
Exactly.
some learnings before adding a massive amount of users. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, for a testing phase, you already have a nice bunch of users. You said
Yeah.
how many influencers registered? Like 50 or?
Yeah. There's roughly 60 accounts currently, and then on our wait list we had over 100 people. So there's still some people who haven't like created their accounts yet. We'll probably follow up with them, and then yeah, I think we can get up to 100
Okay.
creators pretty soon.
Okay, and businesses, of course, less than.
Yeah, businesses 14 roughly so far, but
Okay.
we're speaking with a lot, and then yeah, we're personally working with agencies as well. That's going to be our priority. Like you said, the agencies work with like sometimes up to 30 brands each. So they're the ones who are consistently booking creators to create the ads and content.
Of course, of course.
Mm.
Hey, I wish you the best, guys. When
Thank
I
you.
see something of value in a team and a project, I used to see it very quick. Of course, life is hard. Progress of business is hard. But I wish you the best. And yeah, and please keep us updated. Yeah, I told you privately that I will be potentially interested to become a
Yeah.
business user of the platform. Yeah, just let me know when you are ready. But yeah, so congratulations. And yeah, I think that was enough for now. Maybe we can discuss later for a future video when after 6 months or whatever. Yeah, but yeah. So thanks again for your time, Jan.
1 year, we'll see how we go. Yeah.
Exactly. And if this video helps to you guys to succeed in any way, I would be happy, and that would be enough for me. Yeah. So thanks, and see you next time.
Thanks for your time, Gustavo, and your help pointing us in the right direction for this project. Appreciate everything.